Well guys, wouldn't you know it, I spent the last 10 minutes shooting a video only to realize my finger was in the way the whole time. You guys may notice I am using a different camera this time, and I'm still learning how to operate said camera because the image is definitely wider than before. It's not a wide angle lens, at least not that I think of. I am no videographer, guys. I'm a simple backyard pigeon keeper, and it sucks. I had pretty good material and we lost it all. And all we got now is the birds flying. You guys can see they're grouping up real nice. We probably have 90% of the team up there. And they'll give me 45 minutes to an hour of flight depending on weather. Today is actually pretty cool, so they'll probably give me an hour plus. We are getting some ranging out of them. They'll disappear for 15-20 minutes at a time depending again on weather, and then they'll pop back up. But you guys notice the settling cage is down. It's off to the side. Today is actually the first time I took the settling cage down, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some issues collecting them tonight, because anytime you make a change like that, it does freak them out, and for the most part they'll be a little hesitant to come on in. But luckily with my feeding program, I don't think I'll have too much of a headache, but I am prepared. I've had that before where I've taken down the cardboard off the windows and I had 8 birds sleep outside that night because they just wouldn't come on in. So hopefully I've given them enough time to acclimate themselves to the fact that the cage is no longer on top of the loft and go from there. I do have a couple, looks like 3 up there that are being lazy asses, and that's all right. They'll catch up or they won't. At this point I really don't care. We did an official head count, guys. We were a bit over where I wanted to be. I think the final count was 77 birds, and that was my fault because I bred 6 or 8 late round youngsters that I was planning on giving out, and that didn't pan out. The person I wanted to give them to was a little on edge on whether or not they wanted any more birds, so instead of wasting them, I just threw them on the team. But so far so good. We have not had any issues as a whole. Now I have had single birds, probably 2 or 3 that have gotten light on me and bounced right back. But as a whole, as my entire team, we have not had any respiratory issues this year, knock on wood. In fact, I'm gonna knock on wood right now because I don't want to jinx myself. But we have not had any respiratory issues, no one-eye colds, none of the same situations we've had in the years past. So I'm super excited about that, and it goes to show it is the numbers. It wasn't my loft necessarily as much as it was just the overcrowding of pigeons. And I sort of knew it, but I kept telling myself that I can overcome that with mechanical means of ventilation, things of that nature, and it just didn't work out. It is what it is, guys. You learn as you go, and even myself, I'm learning as I go every year. This would be my sixth year flying, and there's still so many things that I'm picking up here and there, so many changes I still want to make, and it's the pigeon game, right? If you stand still, you stand idle, that's where you'll be at the end of the season, just idling. I want to be forward. I want to keep moving forward. I want the birds to perform, and I only want to keep the birds that perform. So back to the camera. Hopefully the video quality is going to be as good. Again, I'm going to try to educate myself as much as possible on how to use said camera. But I do like the image so far. From what I'm seeing on the display here, I do like the wide angle. I am not going to go in the loft today because the lofts are just a mess. I am horrible for that when it comes to young birds. Once I put my focus on the young bird team, I sort of forget about everything else in terms of breeders and things of that nature. So things start to fall behind, and you know what? There's no point in showing you a loft that's just filled with droppings and things of that nature, because most guys will understand, and then most guys or some guys won't, and then they'll leave those stupid comments about how a loft needs to be like a hospital, clean and meticulously taken care of and all that nonsense and whatever. I'm just not dealing with it today. But we'll take another video at a different time, guys. This is just a quick update. Birds are doing excellent. Oh man, that is not good. All that panting. It is, I don't even think it's 70 degrees out with no sun, and he's panting pretty good, so that's not a good sign. That either I'm off on something or they're just a little fat. Hopefully they're not sick. Hopefully that we knocked on wood just in time to keep the respiratory away, but we'll see, guys. Again, just a quick update, keeping you guys in touch with what's going on. Hopefully the videos will become more consistent as we go. It is what it is, guys. You know how it goes. See you on the next one.